In this video we will learn how to find the cross product of two vectors in the coordinate plane. We will begin by defining what we mean by the cross product. We know that any vector has magnitude or length and direction. One way of multiplying two vectors is using the cross product. The cross product, written A cross B, of two vectors is another vector that is at right angles to both of them. This can be seen in the diagram drawn. We will now look at the geometric meaning of the cross product. The magnitude or length of the cross product equals the area of a parallelogram with vectors A and B for sides. This is shown in the diagram, and the area of the parallelogram and cross product alter for different values of the angle theta. The cross product equals 0 when the vectors point in the same or opposite direction. The maximum value of the cross product occurs when the vectors are perpendicular. This means that vectors A and B are at right angles. Let's now look at how we can use this information to calculate the cross product. We can calculate the cross product as follows. A cross B is equal to the magnitude of vector A multiplied by the magnitude of vector B multiplied by sine of angle theta multiplied by the unit vector n. We know that the magnitudes of vector A and vector B are the lengths of these vectors. Theta is the positive angle less than or equal to 180 degrees between vector A and vector B. N hat is the unit vector at right angles to both vector A and vector B. The direction of A cross B is perpendicular to the plane of vector A and vector B, and in the right-handed direction. Imagine a screwdriver driving a right-handed screw in the direction of A cross B. In doing so, our fingers curl in the direction of rotation of A into B, as shown by the arrow in the diagram. Our thumb points in the direction of A cross B. We can therefore conclude that the cross product of vector A and vector B is equal to the length of vector A multiplied by the length of vector B multiplied by the sine of angle theta, which is the angle between the vectors. We then multiply this by the unit vector n so that it heads in the correct direction. We will now look at some examples, and in our first question we will calculate the cross product in a problem involving a square. Given that ABCD is a square with side length 27 centimeters, and E hat is the unit vector perpendicular to its plane, determine the cross product of AB and CA. In this question, we are being asked to calculate the cross product, and we know the cross product of vector A and vector B is equal to the magnitude of vector A multiplied by the magnitude of vector B multiplied by sine of angle theta multiplied by the unit vector n. Theta is the angle between the two vectors, and the unit vector n is perpendicular to both vector A and vector B. We are told that the square ABCD has side length 27 centimeters. As the magnitude of a vector is equal to its length, the magnitude of vector AB is equal to 27. We also need to calculate the magnitude of vector CA. As triangle ABC is a right triangle, we can do this using the Pythagorean theorem, which states that A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared, where C is the length of the longest side or hypotenuse. In this question, we have the magnitude of AB squared plus the magnitude of BC squared is equal to the magnitude of CA squared. We know that the magnitude or length of AB and BC is 27. 27 squared plus 27 squared is equal to 1458. We can then square root both sides of this equation so that the magnitude of CA is equal to 27 root 2. Our next step is to redraw our diagram so that the tails or start points of both vectors are at the same point. We need to calculate the angle theta between vector AB and vector CA. As the diagonal in a square cuts a right angle in half, and a half of 90 degrees is 45 degrees, then theta will be equal to 180 minus 45 degrees. The angle between vector AB and vector CA is 135 degrees. We can now calculate the cross product of vector AB and vector CA. AB cross CA is equal to the magnitude of AB multiplied by the magnitude of CA multiplied by sine of angle theta multiplied by the unit vector E, as this is the unit vector perpendicular to the plane. Substituting in our values, we have 27 multiplied by 27 root 2 multiplied by sine of 135 degrees multiplied by the unit vector E. Sine of 135 degrees is equal to root 2 over 2. We need to multiply this by 27, 27 root 2 and the unit vector E. Root 2 multiplied by root 2 over 2 is equal to 1. So we are left with 27 multiplied by 27 multiplied by the unit vector E. This is equal to 729E. The cross product of AB and CA is equal to 729E. In our next question, we will find the cross product of vectors in a rectangle. ABCD is a rectangle where C hat is a unit vector perpendicular to its plane. Find the cross product of vector CM and vector CB. We recall that the cross product of two vectors A and B is equal to the magnitude of vector A multiplied by the magnitude of vector B multiplied by sine of angle theta multiplied by the unit vector n. Theta is the angle between the two vectors, and the unit vector n is perpendicular to vectors A and B. When dealing with a two-dimensional geometric shape, this will be perpendicular to the plane. In this question, we need to calculate the cross product of vector CM and vector CB. As the magnitude of any vector is its length, then the magnitude of CB is equal to 44, as the sides DA and CB on the rectangle are equal to 44 centimetres. We can see from the diagram that the magnitude of vector CM will be equal to 1/2 of the magnitude of vector CA. As triangle ABC is a right triangle, we can use the Pythagorean theorem to calculate the length of CA. The Pythagorean theorem states that a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared, where c is the length of the longest side or hypotenuse. The magnitude of vector CB squared plus the magnitude of vector BA squared will be equal to the magnitude of vector CA squared. Substituting in our values from the diagram, we need to calculate 44 squared plus 33 squared. This is equal to 3025. Square rooting both sides of this equation gives us that the magnitude of vector CA is equal to 55. The length of the diagonal of the rectangle from point C to point A is 55 centimetres. 1/2 of 55 is 27.5. Therefore the magnitude of vector CM is 27.5. We now need to calculate the angle between our two vectors, which we will call alpha. We can do this using our trig ratios, and we know that the sine of angle alpha is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse. The length of BA is equal to 33 centimetres, and the length of CA is equal to 55 centimetres. Therefore sin alpha is equal to 33 over 55. By dividing the numerator and denominator by 11, this simplifies to 3/5. When dealing with a cross product, we measure the angle in a counter or anti-clockwise direction. If we wanted to calculate CB cross CM, then the angle theta would be as shown in the diagram, such that sin theta is equal to 3/5. We don't want to calculate this, however. We want to calculate CM cross CB. This means that the angle will be negative theta. We know that the sine function is odd, which means that sine of negative theta is equal to negative sine theta. This means that the value of sine theta in our example will be negative 3/5. This leads us to an interesting rule about the vector or cross product. Vector multiplication is not commutative. A cross B is not equal to B cross A. However, as the sine function is odd, A cross B is equal to negative B cross A. This means that in our question, CM cross CB is equal to negative CB cross CM. Using the formula for the cross product, CM cross CB is equal to 44 multiplied by 27.5 multiplied by negative 3/5 multiplied by the unit vector C. This is equal to negative 726 C. In our final question in this video, we will calculate the area of a triangle using vectors. Find the area of a triangle ABC where A has coordinates -8, -9, B has coordinates -7, -8, and C has coordinates 9, -2. We could begin by trying to draw the points on a coordinate grid. However, as points A and B are so close together, it will be difficult to draw this accurately. As a result, we will just sketch the triangle roughly as shown. We recall that the area of any triangle is equal to half the area of a parallelogram, where the lengths of the sides of the parallelogram are equal to 2 of the lengths of the triangle. We recall that the area of any parallelogram is equal to the magnitude of the cross product of vector A and vector B. In this question, the area of parallelogram ABCD is equal to the magnitude of the cross product of vectors BA and BC. The area of triangle ABC is therefore equal to a half of this. We know that the magnitude of the cross product is equal to the magnitude of vector A multiplied by the magnitude of vector B multiplied by the magnitude of sine theta, where theta is the angle between vectors A and B. The area of triangle ABC is therefore equal to a half multiplied by the magnitude of vector BA multiplied by the magnitude of vector BC multiplied by the magnitude of sine theta. The magnitude of any vector is equal to its length. Therefore, the magnitude of vector BA is equal to the square root of -8 minus -7 all squared plus -9 minus -8 all squared. This is equal to the square root of 2. We can repeat this process to calculate the magnitude of vector BC. This is equal to 9 minus -7 all squared plus -2 minus -8 all squared. This is equal to the square root of 292, which is equal to 2 root 73. In order to calculate the angle theta in our triangle, we will firstly need to calculate the length of AC and then use the cosine rule. The length of AC is equal to the magnitude of vector AC, and this is equal to the square root of 9 minus -8 all squared plus negative 2 minus negative 9 all squared. This is equal to the square root of 338, which is equal to 13 root 2. The cosine rule states that the cosine of angle B is equal to a squared plus c squared minus b squared, all divided by 2ac. In this question, the sides a, b and c are equal to 2 root 73, 13 root 2 and root 2 respectively. Angle B is the angle theta we are trying to calculate. Substituting in our values, we see that the cosine of theta is equal to 2 root 73 squared plus root 2 squared minus 13 root 2 squared, all divided by 2 multiplied by 2 root 73 multiplied by root 2. Typing the right-hand side of the equation into our calculator gives us negative 0.9103 and so on. We can then take the inverse cosine of both sides of this equation such that theta is equal to 155.556 and so on degrees. We can now substitute these values back into our equation to calculate the area of the triangle. It is important at this stage that we do not round the angle 155.556 and so on degrees. Typing this into the calculator gives us an answer of 5. Therefore, the area of triangle ABC is equal to 5 square units. We will now summarise the key points from this video. We saw in this video that the cross product of two vectors is another vector. However, the magnitude of this cross product is a scalar. A cross B is equal to the magnitude of vector A multiplied by the magnitude of vector B multiplied by sine of angle theta multiplied by the unit vector n, where theta is the angle between vectors A and B. The magnitude of the cross product is equal to the magnitude of vector A multiplied by the magnitude of vector B multiplied by the magnitude of sine theta. This is also equal to the area of a parallelogram with sides vector A and vector B. We know that a parallelogram can be split into two equal sized triangles. Therefore, the area of a triangle is equal to a half of the magnitude of the cross product of vector A and vector B. Finally, we saw that the cross product was not commutative. However, A cross B is equal to negative B cross A.